Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage, La Quinta, Palm Desert, each city tells a different story in this July 2024 real estate market update. Which areas are heating up and which are cooling down? Stay tuned for a city-by-city breakdown. Hi, Neal here, your local living in Palm Springs realtor with our July 2024 Palm Springs real estate market update. The Palm Springs real estate market is experiencing significant changes. The median price for single-family homes in the Coachella Valley reached $695,000 in June, down from April's all-time high, but still up 3.6% from last year. Luxury homes over $1 million now account for about half of all sales, pushing the median prices higher in some areas. These shifts matter for both buyers and sellers. With inventory at its highest in almost 4 years and homes staying on the market longer, we're seeing a more balanced market. However, higher interest rates are impacting financing for homes under $400,000. From city to city, the story varies. Palm Springs and La Quinta are seeing increased sales, while other areas are kind of cooling. Let's find out what's driving these changes and what they mean for you. As we zoom in on the price trends across the Coachella Valley, a complex picture emerges. The median price for single-family homes in the area has seen some interesting shifts. After reaching an all-time high in April, the market has now settled back slightly in June to $695,000. This represents a 3.6% increase compared to the same time last year. The condo market tells a similar story, with the median price ending June at $475,000. That's unchanged year over year. But these overall numbers only tell part of the story. When we look at the individual cities, we see significant variations that paint a more detailed picture of the market. Palm Springs, known for its mid-century modern charm, boasts a median single-family home price of $1,286,882. Rancho Mirage, with its luxurious golf communities, tops the list at $1,417,955. And La Quinta, offering a mix of resort living and family-friendly neighborhoods, comes in at $863,709. Palm Desert, often considered the heart of the valley, shows a more moderate median price of $756,800. The luxury market is playing a major role in shaping these trends. Homes priced over $1 million are having a significant impact on the overall real estate landscape. In fact, approximately 50% of the Coachella Valley sales were in this category. This surge in luxury home sales is driving up median prices across the board and influencing market dynamics in ways that we haven't seen before. While the high-end market is thriving, there's a different story unfolding at the other end of the spectrum. Homes under $400,000, which are typically starter homes, are facing significant affordability challenges. First-time home buyers are finding it increasingly difficult to obtain financing due to higher interest rates. This disparity between the luxury and starter home markets is creating a unique situation in the Coachella Valley. Looking at more recent data, we see that the median price of new listings this week was nearly 4% higher than at the same time a year ago. However, it's worth noting that price cuts are on the rise across the country and also here in the Coachella Valley. About 38% of the homes on the market have taken a price cut from their original list price. This suggests that sellers might be adjusting their expectations in response to changing market conditions. These price trends reflect a market in transition. The luxury segment continues to drive overall prices up while affordability issues persist for entry-level homes. As we move forward, buyers and sellers alike will still need to navigate these complexities very carefully. Understanding these trends is crucial for making informed decisions in this ever-changing real estate landscape. As we dive deeper into the current real estate landscape, it's clear that sales and inventory are painting a picture of a market in transition. But what exactly does that mean for buyers and sellers here in the Coachella Valley? Let's take a closer look at the numbers to understand the shifts happening across our 9 cities. The sales volume in June 2024 tells an interesting story. With 739 units sold, we're seeing a slight dip compared to last year's 798 units. More notably, this figure stands 20.2% below historic norms for the region. This decline suggests a cooling market, but the full picture is really more complex when we break it down city by city. Palm Desert emerges as the frontrunner in sales, with 163 units changing hands. Hot on its heels is Palm Springs, boasting 151 sales. These two cities are maintaining their appeal, but they're not alone in bucking the trend. La Quinta, Indio, and Rancho Mirage all are showing higher sales compared to the previous year, indicating that there are pockets of growth here in the Coachella Valley. When it comes to inventory, we're seeing numbers we haven't encountered in years. As of June 1st, 2024, the Coachella Valley had 2,610 units available for sale. This marks the highest inventory level in almost 4 years, signaling a shift towards a more balanced market. However, it is worth noting that we're still about 1,000 homes and condos short of what was considered normal before the pandemic. This increase in inventory is having a noticeable impact on how long homes are staying on the market. We're seeing a return to pre-pandemic norms in terms of days on the market. Homes are no longer flying off the shelves as they were during the height of the buying frenzy. This change gives buyers more time to consider their options and potentially negotiate better deals. Interestingly, the luxury market continues to show resilience in face of these changes. Despite high interest rates, which are particularly impacting homes under $400,000, sales of homes priced over $1 million have seen a significant increase. In fact, around 50% of the Coachella Valley sales were in this high-end category, substantially influencing the overall market dynamics and driving up median home prices. This trend is clearly reflected in the median prices across the different cities. These figures highlight the growing divide between the luxury market and more affordable housing options. While high-end properties continue to sell, the challenges facing first-time home buyers and those looking for homes under $400,000 are becoming more pronounced. As we move forward, it's clear that the Coachella Valley real estate market is in a state of flux. The increased inventory and longer days on the market suggest a shift towards the buyer's market, but strong performance of luxury properties kind of complicates this picture. Buyers and sellers alike will need to stay informed about these trends to navigate the changing landscape effectively. As we've seen, the PalmSprings real estate market is undergoing significant changes. But what's behind these shifts? Let's take a closer look at the economic forces shaping the current landscape. One of the most influential factors in today's market is the current mortgage rate. As of this recording, 30-year fixed mortgage rates are hovering just above 7%, according to Freddie Mac. This rate has a substantial impact on buyers' purchasing power and overall market dynamics. The Federal Reserve has kept interest rates high as they work to control inflation, and financial experts don't expect interest rates to fall significantly anytime soon. This sustained high-rate environment is creating challenges, particularly for first-time home buyers and those looking at properties under $400,000. The effects of these high rates are becoming increasingly visible in the market. Price cuts are on the rise, with 37.6% of all homes on the market having taken a price cut from their original list price as of late June 2024. This trend suggests that sellers are adjusting their expectations in response to softer buyer demand. Unsold inventory is another key indicator of market health. As of now, inventory levels are at their highest in almost 4 years, with 2,610 units available here in the Coachella Valley. This increase in options for buyers is expected to continue, with projections indicating that inventory might peak in October 2024. Some experts predict there won't be a big drop-off in new listings in July, but the volume of new listings will decrease weekly for the rest of the year. This gradual tapering of new listings is a typical seasonal pattern in the real estate market. As we move forward, the interplay between the various market forces will continue to shape the PalmSprings real estate landscape. Higher mortgage rates are likely to keep buyer demand soft, potentially leading to further price adjustments from sellers. At the same time, the seasonal ebb and flow of inventory and pricing will create windows of opportunity for both buyers and sellers. The luxury market, which has been a significant driver of sales here in the Coachella Valley, may continue to show resilience in the face of these challenges. However, the impact of sustained high interest rates on this segment remains to be seen. For those considering entering the market, whether as buyers or sellers, understanding these economic factors is crucial. The current conditions suggest a market that's more balanced than in recent years, offering both opportunities and challenges depending on your specific situation and goals. With all these changes in the PalmSprings real estate market, what can buyers and sellers expect in the coming months? Let's take a look at the key factors shaping the market's future. Interest rates remain a critical driver, currently sitting above 7% for a 30-year fixed mortgage. This high-rate environment is likely to persist, continuing to impact affordability for many buyers. The luxury market, which has been resilient so far, may face challenges if these rates persist. As for home prices, experts anticipate a potential dip after the June peak, following a typical seasonal pattern. Sales volume nationally is expected to hover around 4 million annualized rate for the rest of the year. For buyers, this could mean more negotiating power and a wider selection of homes. Sellers may need to adjust their expectations and be prepared for longer days on the market. So whether you're a buyer, seller, or investor, staying informed is the key to making the best decisions in this dynamic environment. If you found this update helpful, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell for more insights. For those interested in exploring the vibrant lifestyle and the unique real estate opportunities here in Palm Springs, check out this next video all about living here in Palm Springs.